Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Rafiat. I'm the founder of Kiddies Play, the brand that focuses on the healthy lifestyle for kids. So, in this series, we are going to be talking about how to wean an infant. That's what we'll be talking about in this series. It's going to be a long video. I'm going to put it in series, so try to watch other series. Today, we are going to focus on when and how to start solid for an infant. One, let's talk about weaning before 6 months. General advice from the Department of Health is to start weaning at 6 months for babies. But there are some babies that show signs of readiness, at the age of 4 months. These babies should not be deprived of having the nutrients they really need at that stage. So if your baby shows a sign of readiness at 4 months, it's advisable to start solid for them at 4 months. So what are the signs of readiness? Some babies develop more quickly and are ready to feed before 6 months. That was what I said earlier. So at 4 months, you can decide if you see the sign of readiness in your baby to start solid. So you can start at 4 months for your baby, because some baby develop really quickly. And at that stage, if you don't start solid for them, you are depriving them of the nutrients they need at that stage. Although the baby may not be ready for high chair yet, that does not mean he or she is not ready for solid. If she is able to sit upright, even if it's on your leg or on the high chair, it doesn't have to be ready for the high chair. You understand? If you sit upright, that means the baby is ready. So before we move on, I would like to remind you that weaning is not a race. It's not a competition. It's not something you have to rush. Just because your friend's baby is already taking solid at 4 months does not mean that yours too should start at 4 months. So always note that weaning a baby is not a race and it's not a competition. So do you and let your baby guide you through it. Let's talk about the signs of readiness. Your baby should have a good control of her head and sit upright, with or without support. And another thing to make you know that your baby is ready for solid is by taking a spoon and trying to put that spoon in the baby's mouth. If the baby rushes to the spoon, trying to grab the spoon from you, then the baby is ready for solid. If the baby shows interest in any food or anything you are putting to your mouth, then you know your baby is ready. Once your baby double her birth weight, that means that baby is ready for solid, which always occur at the age of 6 months. So it's very good when you go for a checkup and you see that your baby has doubled his or her birth weight, then you know the baby is ready for semi-solid or solid. Let's just put it that way. So the double of the weight shows that the baby is ready for solid, shows that the baby is growing very well and needs something to complement breast. One thing I also want you to know that your baby doesn't have to have faith before they start solid. Once you see all these signs of readiness in your baby, then you can start solid for your infant. So we'll move on to when and how to start solid for your baby. According to the World Health Organization, starting to give baby food that is complementary to breast milk between the ages of 4, the exact time may be determined by your pediatrician based on the child's weight. How do you start solid for an infant? So to start solid for an infant, the first thing that is advisable to use for your infant is fruits and vegetables, most especially when you are starting from 4 months. The traditional food people use to wean a baby is rice, which is very common in so many parts of the world. I love making research about baby food time to time so that I will keep up with my clients. It is advisable that at 4 months, if you're starting from 4 months, stick to fruits and vegetables. But if you're starting at 6 months, you can start with fruits and vegetables. Gradually, you can now start adding grains to their meal. So the advice I always give my clients is start with fruits and vegetables. While you are experimenting with fruit and vegetables, you get to at least 7 months before you try all the fruits and vegetables for your kids, for your baby. So start with fruits and vegetables. Along the line, you can gradually add starchy food to your baby's food, like rice, like oatmeal, so The advice I always give my clients is start with fruits and vegetables. While you are experimenting with fruit and vegetables, you get to at least 7 months before you know, before you try all the fruits and vegetables for your kids, for your baby. So start with fruits and vegetables. Along the line, you can gradually add starchy food to your baby's food, like rice, like oatmeal, like wheat, and some other starchy foods. So start with fruits and vegetables, like fruits like applesauce, fruit like plum. You can start with all that, and vegetables like carrots, vegetables like pumpkin. Let's assume you're starting solid for your baby. Start with applesauce. Applesauce is a very good meal for baby. It's a very good start. That's what I always advise my client. Because if you start with applesauce, you open their mouth to sweetness. You know, it's the first thing you are introducing to them. You are introducing new food. It's a new thing entirely. So you have to get their mouth ready for anything you are going to offer them. So if you start with applesauce is sweet naturally. If you cook it down, it's very sweet naturally. So if you offer this applesauce to them, they already taste it, they say that it's very sweet. Any other food you want to offer after applesauce, the baby will be willing to try it. So that's why it's good to start with applesauce, because it's sweet. That is my preference, because that's what I always advise my clients to do. And I've been doing this for the past 4 or 5 years now, and people have been coming to tell me it really work for them. So there you can start adding other fruits, you can start adding vegetables, you can start combining. After you have tried all these fruits individually, you can then start combining the fruits together, combining the fruits with vegetables. So once you do all that, you see that your baby is really okay with all that. Along the line, you would get to know what your baby likes and what your baby did not like. So once you see that your baby have mastered these fruits and vegetables, then you can start by adding with 2 teaspoons of starchy meal. This can happen within 6 to 7 months. Within 6 months, you are trying fruits and vegetables, and before getting to maybe some days to 7 months, then you can start adding some starchy food to it, like oatmeal. You start with oatmeal. Oatmeal is very, very easy to digest. Then you start with that. Then you can add your rice. Rice is very easy to digest also. The rice people talk about is brown rice when it comes to weaning. So because this is a weaning series, I'm still going to touch rice as a baby food. So when you are starting the solid, make sure all the food you are going to cook for them at that stage is cooked. Any food you want to offer your baby at that stage should be cooked, except banana and avocado. You don't need to cook banana and avocado before you offer it to them. Fruits like apple, vegetables like carrots, like pumpkin, you have to cook them to make them very soft before you puree it. And so let's move on to what you should know. Don't start early and don't start late. Don't start as early as 3 months, maybe as early as 2 months. Maybe you think your breast milk is not coming very well. If you're not producing enough breast milk at that stage, the only thing your baby needs is formula, not pap, not ogi, okay? The only thing your baby needs at that stage is formula, baby formula. So you can use baby formula to complement your breast milk if it's not coming very well. But breast milk is still the superfood for baby at that stage. And don't start late. Once you see this sign of readiness in your baby, you have to start weaning your baby. Because if you start late, the nutrients the baby needs at that stage, they are not going to get it. It can cause a deficiency in some kind of minerals or some kind of vitamin. So it's very good to start at that stage. Once you see the sign of readiness in your baby, start weaning. Number 2 is give baby small amount of food and introduce it gradually. Give them small amounts of food. I know so many mothers are so eager to feed their baby solid. Once they see that the baby is ready for solid, they are so eager to give them this solid, and some will go extra mile to make a large amount of food, forgetting that at that stage you want to start introducing the baby to solid. That is their first thing. After what they are used to is the breast milk. So you are giving them a new food So you have to introduce it gradually and in a small amount. If you are going to feed them applesauce, you can start with 1 tablespoon. If out of that 1 tablespoon, your child take 1 teaspoon as a start, that is a very good start. It's not all about the amount they eat at that stage. It's about you introducing them to the food. So at that stage, if you give them 1 tablespoon and your child managed to take 1 teaspoon out of 1 tablespoon or half teaspoon out of 1 tablespoon, that means it's a success. So don't say, my child did not eat. I cook a whole apple and my child did not eat it and there's nothing, I'm not trying again and all. No. If you cook 1 whole apple, say that is remaining, freeze it, you give them some other time. Number 3 is do not force feed. I don't think at this stage we still have something like that. Any mama find doing that should be penalized. Do not force your baby to eat any food. Don't say because my friend's child is taking a bowl of rice cereal, then my child too must take a bowl of rice cereal. And don't say because I heard that applesauce is a very great food for baby, or I heard that mixed vegetable is a very great food for baby, then you want to force your baby to take it. Or don't say because I heard that baby always have iron deficiency, you started giving your baby a particular food forcefully so that it doesn't have a deficiency. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, do not force your child. If you see that you offer a food to a baby and your baby did not show interest in the food, or your baby did not take the food from you, relax, keep that food, bring out another one, offer it to them. If you offer carrots today, the baby did not take the carrot from you, try to keep that carrot, offer applesauce. If you give the baby applesauce and he takes the applesauce, the next day try the carrot sauce again. It's not that they don't like that food at that particular time, you understand? They are not ready for that kind of food at that particular time. You know, as we adults behave too, if you don't like a particular food, there's nothing you can do to that. But if you try to offer it again, the baby might like it. It might be the food they are going to like most. This is how it works. Offer applesauce. If you see that your baby like applesauce, you offer your baby a carrot and your baby did not like the carrot. The second day, you can try to put a teaspoon or a drop of carrot in the applesauce you are trying to offer the child, so you can give it to the baby. If the baby tastes it, definitely is going to taste that carrot inside the applesauce. So the next time, maybe in the afternoon, don't wait till the next day. In the afternoon, you can just offer a little bit of carrot sauce in the tip of their mouth. And from there, you will see that they will start showing interest in the food. So do not force feed your child. It's an offense. Another thing is, choose the right time to feed your baby. There's always a right time for everything. Yes. So when your baby is not hungry and you think, okay, let me offer this child a food, he's not going to take that food from you. Choose the right time, and not when baby is very, very hungry. Do not feed them. Let's assume you go out and when you are coming in, the baby is very hungry. That is not the right time to give your baby a new food. Offer the food they have been eating before, then later you can now offer a new food to them. Choose the right time to start new food. And remember that at this stage, breast milk is still very important and is still a superfood for your baby at that stage. Don't say because my baby can clear a bowl of cereal I give to my baby, then I should stop breastfeeding. If you still have all the strength to breastfeed at this stage, please don't stop. It's still a superfood for them. Those are the tips I have for you today on when and how to start solid for your baby. Don't forget that this is a Weaning Way series. I'm still going to upload a lot of videos on how to wean a baby, the right way to wean a baby in order not to have a picky eater. But that does not guarantee that your baby is not going to be picky. We have babies that eat all through their infanthood, and when they get to a year, they start picking. So it's a process that needs more and more information. So stick around with me, since it's going to be a winning way series and it's something you are going to enjoy. Try to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click the bell button, so anytime I upload a new video like this, you will see the video in your notification. And please give this video a big thumbs up, and also give me a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you're a new mom, let me know how you are planning to wean your baby, or you have anything that's bothering you about weaning. Please do drop it for me in the comment section. This is what I have experience in. I've been doing this for the past 6 years, and it has been a great success for me and my clients and my mama friends on the winning way journey. So let me be with you in your winning way journey. Thank you very much for watching. Until I see you in another video, take care. Bye.